Hello, Tuesday!
Miss
Hello,
Karen!
Tuesday!
Finally!
Oh, and I
Hello
wanted to
po.
say, hello, Tuesday. It's Thursday today.
Tuwing Thursday
Pumunta
ka
dito.
pala. Oo nga.
Oh my
Thank you
God!
po.
Hello, Tuesday.
Welcome
Nice
po.
to meet you finally in
Yes
person.
po.
Nagkita na ba tayo noon
Nagkita na po tayo sa ABS dati.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh!
Welcome
wow.
po.
Thank you for welcoming us into your hard-earned home.
Yes, wala pong kinuha sa kaba ng bayan. Puro pawis at dugo ko lang po yan.
Ay, type ko yan.
Correct.
Oo, let's be proud sa pawis at dugo.
Tama.
Oo, napakaganda nito. So, how long have you lived here?
11 years po.
11 years na.
Yes,
So,
opo.
ano to, nabili mo ang bahay at lupa na to sa pagkukomedyante, showbiz?
Yes po. At saka lahat na po pinatulang ko, libing na lang. Lahat na lang racket. Oo. Baby racket, quitis, super lolo, lahat ng mga pumuputok. Ayan.
Wala talaga. I swear. So, you are a single mom. You've raised your son here.
Yes po. At nagluluto siya. Kasi
Nagluluto ngayon.
meron siyang small business. Mahilig ako sa
There's a
halaman.
pool outside also.
Dito tayo dumaan
Okay.
para makita nila.
Oo.
Ano po,
Nice.
parang gusto ko peaceful siya, parang resort type.
And do you swim?
Yes po. I
very
was a
nice.
swim team member in high school.
Ah, you were?
Yes po.
Oo. San sa Manila Science?
Yes po.
Isipin nyo, ang ganda, ang presko niya. Right? Oo nga, tignan nyo po, mukha nga ang resort
Ganun
feel.
nga yung gusto ko.
Mukhang resort feel.
Pag uwi na, magbabayad po kayo ng environmental fee pag dumaan kayo dito. Charing.
But you really have every reason to feel proud.
Yes.
Number one, this is hard-earned money and you are a single mother.
Yes.
So isipin mo, no, this is an investment napakahalaga that people don't just waste what they earn.
Tama po. Oo.
You have to know how to invest.
Yes. At saka number one dyan hindi lang financial, no? Invest on yourself.
I like
Insurance,
that.
health,
Oo.
ganyan
Oo.
po.
Okay, ang ganda nito, you have an open kitchen.
Yes.
Open ang kusina nyo. Mahilig ka magluto.
Grabe po. Iba,
Ah.
yung family namin, mana-mana yung luto. Nagsimula sa lola ko, mama ko, ang sarap din magluto. Ngayon, napasa ko na sa anak ko.
Next, ano bang probinsya yung nanay mo nun?
Si mama po ay Batangueña.
Oo,
Opo.
tatay mo nun.
Kabitenyo. So
Oo,
talaga
okay.
pong Tagalog na Tagalog
Yan.
talaga.
Oh, at saka ang dami mong bisikleta. Bakit?
Ay, nag-ano po, yan po ang aming physical fitness, So, I run, I swim, I bike, so medyo...
Wait, are you a triathlete?
Hindi naman po, pero mahilig lang po.
Oo.
Hindi naman on a professional level.
Pero
But I've joined
pag
some.
nagbabike ka, how long do you bike?
Pinakamalayo ko 120 km. Malayo na po yun.
Serious yun talaga. And that helped you. Endorphins, natural.
Oo. Tsaka yung community, maganda rin po na
Ang
may support
ganda nun.
din.
I think that also helps with your mental health overall.
Tama. Opo.
Totoo yun, no?
Yes, kasi iba po when you're on the road, it's just you and the bike.
Tuesday, Vargas, ang post na 10 things people don't know about me. Ang dami ang na-touch sa post mo na yon. Why did you do that?
Well, aside from September being Suicide Awareness Month, Suicide Prevention Month, it took me 2 years to finally get to a place that I can say that I'm comfortable in talking about such sensitive topics because it has to be handled with care, and not a lot of people are parang blessed with yung like we have the gift of gab to talk about it na in a manner na may level of sensitivity and at the same time may empathy towards people who experience such things. And I think what triggered it is when a fan, actually it was a fan, and sometimes it's strangers that make you realize things in your life. Not even your relatives are the ones closest to you. That's the function of being a comedian, like people don't really understand what we are going through because all they see is the clown that is in front of them. So when a fan said to me, Miss Tuesday, parang may lungkot sa mata mo. May ganyan siya. And I just said, no, I'm fine. That's what you usually answer. Because what will you say, diba? You can't go into it. But it made me think na, yeah, people really do that on a daily basis. Like we just say to people, we're good, we're strong, we can handle it. And we miss the opportunity to show our vulnerability, which is sometimes also a power of strength. Yan po.
Doon sa post mo, ikinwento mo that you were diagnosed with autism and
Yes.
ADHD at a young age.
Yes, ma'am.
What symptoms did you show?
Well, actually, I have Asperger's and it was diagnosed late. But the one that was diagnosed early was parang it's a requirement for entering a science high school. So I went to Manila Science High School, and Philippine Science High School was the first school I applied to. But I chose Manila because it was close to my home back then. Kasi nga, the government will spend on you, you'll become a scholar, so they will need to test if you can handle the pressure of it. So that's when my father found out, kaya pala, parang everything made sense. When I was younger, I really didn't have a lot of friends. Parang I was parang vibing with older people. My cousins who were 10 years older than me were my friends, and I like hanging out with adults rather than the children because I was sometimes labeled as weird, or I talk to myself, I entertain myself in front of the mirror, ganyan. And I like things that made parang sense to adults rather than to children.
That was an indication, in effect, of Asperger's.
Yes, ma'am,
Oo.
because
Kasi my son has autism, so ang Asperger's means medyo nasa taas ka ng spectrum, matalino, you're a kid, but you have social challenges.
Yes, ma'am. In the beginning, I didn't look at people in the eye. When I had conversations, akala ng mama ko actually, kasi alam niyo po ang nanay, di ba? Bakit ganun? Hindi nag-I love you yung anak ko sa akin. Hindi niya ako tinatawag ng mama na may pagtingin sa mata. But I do love her. I do feel genuinely concerned and affection towards my parents. But I didn't feel the need to parang look, diba, Mama, I love you. I wasn't that kid. I didn't really like loud noises. I didn't like breaking my routine. I didn't like certain types of food on my plate. I push it away like the gulay and the meat. Did your son have
Yes.
this? That I don't want it touching each other, and I don't eat it anymore if it's halo-halo on the plate. That's why I don't like buffets. I don't like things like that. I don't like crowds. I don't like parties. But I do love entertaining people and making people laugh. But I just vibe with a certain group, not everybody. Namimili, pihikan, ganun. But they didn't really know what was going on inside my head. Like, I do wanna connect. I do wanna be around people and socialize. But it was hard for me to get to that place of comfort when I do socialize.
Given you had these conditions and it was not clinically determined by a doctor, were you depressed as a teenager? Were you suicidal as a teenager?
No, as a teenager, no. Parang the problems that I have right now as an adult weren't that evident to me before. Parang I thought it was just part of teenage life, like yung angst, rebellious attitude. Parang I'm the same naman with the rest of my peers, but the only difference is I internalize it too much. Like, I don't have the capacity to express it like other kids na parang when they cry, I wanna cry. Bakit hindi ako umiiyak? Bakit when they laugh like with their whole body. Tapos merong nagjo-joke na ginagamit yung tool na sarcasm. I don't recognize it. Parang, oh, I thought you're just saying it things plainly. Na yun pala hindi. They're saying it in a different way. They're making a joke, but I don't get it agad. I was really weird. It made me believe that I was not part of society as a whole, and that made me an artist, I think. That's when I started, writing poetry, making music, and I joined a band when I was 14 years old, that young. And I said to myself, maybe if I don't fit in a certain mold, maybe I'm just a round peg I'm a round screw in a small peg, something like that.
In a square.
In a square. Like, they're making me fit into something that I'm really not meant to fit in. So I found my group, my tribe, and that's where I think I blossomed po.
You were raised by an OFW parent.
Yes,
Ang nanay mo?
Yes, ma'am.
Tatay mo hindi?
Hindi po, nasa Pilipinas po si Papa.
How hard was it growing up?
Mahirap po kasi naiinggit ako sa mga iba kong friends na parang meron silang napapagkwentuhan ng mga pinagdadaanan nila habang lumalaki sila. Pag recognition day or may mga program sa school, always, laging may mga kasama, mga kaklase ko, 2, 3 kaanak. Then ako, minsan kasama ko lang papa ko, minsan wala pa. So yung ganon, hindi ko pa yun naiisip, ay nakakalungkot naman kasi hindi naman sila nagkulang ng ang galing mo, yung pag ganon. Iba pa rin po talaga yung may warm body next to you just to tell you and affirm that you're doing a good job. So parang all this parang achievements that I had, parang na-outshadow yung meaning niya by being alone most of the time.
And your parents today, Are they together?
My dad passed away po in 2001. 2002 actually, May na po pala yun. And then my mom is married now with a Japanese national po. So she's been living there for 33 years na rin.
Hindi ka ever nagkaroon ng sama ng loob?
Alam niyo po, nung 80s, parang ang kapasidad ng mga bata nun, ewan ko kung tama siya, pero I think kailangan nang i-modify. Children are meant to be seen, not heard. So nasanay po ako na pag nagsasalita, matatanda, nakikinig tayo, yung may paggalang. Pero mapapatanong ka na parang, bakit to kailangan mangyari sa akin? Wala akong resentment or anger, but there are questions up to this day that, what would have happened if everything was different? What would I have been if my mom was present all this time and my dad didn't pass away too early? But these things talaga, as a parent now, I think may reason po bakit po nila napagdesisyonan yun. Kasi ang magulang, ngayon na nanay na rin ako, wala po talaga tayo iniisip na para sa atin lang talaga.
Maghirap ang buhay noon, kaya nagsimula ka early. Maliit pa lang, nagbebenta ka na, estudyante ka pa lang, nagbebenta ka na ng yema at kung ano-ano sa school. Tama ba?
Tama po, opo.
Anong ginagawa mo sa kita?
Bumibili po ako ng mga album. Mahilig po talaga ako sa music. Tapos ayokong palaasa, nahihiya po ako sa nanay at tatay ko. O kaya pinapaikot ko po, tapos nagda-diversify ako. So nagsimula po siya sa simpleng yema. Nalala ko po unan ko 100 lang. 10 pesos lang po yung baon ko nun. Tapos hindi ko siya ginagastos. Nagluluto ako sa bahay. Tapos yun yung kinakain ko sa school. 10 araw ko siyang inipon. Tapos bumili ako ng pangyema. Yung yema naging yema and brownies. Naging yema and sandwiches, tapos naging yema and all sorts of things. Parang nagkaroon na ako ng mini karinderya sa sa school. And I also bring a separate bag so I can sell it sa makaklase ko, sa mga teacher. And baligtad po, hindi po teacher na nagbebenta ng tosino. Ako po yun. Ako po yung nagbenta.
Paano ka napasok sa comedy? Manila Science ka, scholar ka.
Yes, ma'am.
In effect, you were a scholar.
Yes.
Ba't di ka naging scientist, inhinyero, ganun ang ruta nun eh?
I really wanted to be something different. Like, ang una kong gusto kong mag-develop ng mga vaccine. Kasi I remember I had a cousin na nagkaroon ng polio. Wala pa po atang masyadong mga facilities or mga medical advances that time. Parang sabi ko, bakit walang bakuna para dito? Gusto kong maging molecular biologist. May ganun akong pangarap.
Oo. So, ano nangyari?
Kaka-balance ko po ng chemical equation, binakla ko po siya. Parang ang lagi kong katabi sa upuan na yung mga kaklase ko na mga biki na nagkukulitan kami. Tapos ako lang yung babae, pero tawan-tawa sila sa akin. Kasi nga, sanay po ako mag-isa.
Where did you get your first break?
Nagsimula po ako nung college na. Bali, kailangan po kasi sa film major po ako ng maraming pondo. Kahit na scholar kami sa UP, marami po mga projects. Alam niyo po yun, na laboratory. So, pagdating ko ng photography class, naku, mahal pala ng 35mm na film. Naku, mahal pala ng developing. Kailangan kong pumunta ng Hidalgo. Wala akong camera, ganito, ganyan. Kasi po yung binili ni mama na camera ay kinailangan namin isang ganun po kahirap ang buhay para po to get by. Ang una kong trabaho, naalala ko, nag-voice over ako sa mga anime. Alam niyo po yung tinatagalog, yung wag ka pumasok dyan, yung mga ganung boses bata na ganon. Sa isang dubbing, parang 3 to 4 characters po ako, kumikita po ako doon ng 1,500, 2,000. Tapos enough na po yung pambaon 1 linggo, 2 linggo. Kasi
Abilidad.
Ayun, pumalayo po din yung bahay namin eh. Tapos I write scripts for other directors and producers until nung pinapa-rehearse nila sa akin, paano ba yung tone ng script? Tapos ako magpe-perform. Yung mga director, ikaw na lang kaya mag-on-cam. So nag-on-cam po ako as courtside for UAAP. May mga ganun po ako mga ginawa. And then PBA eventually. Pero mga maliliit na trabaho lang po, ganun po.
Alam mo, Tuesday, kapag ang isang tao na diagnose with being in the autism spectrum or ADHD, some of them feel shame.
Nalulungkot po talaga ako kasi parang ang equivalent is just because you're different, you're wrong. You're less. And I really don't feel less. Sometimes nga I feel more. I feel empowered because people don't notice certain things that I notice, like little movements in people. I was the first one to ask somebody, okay ka lang? May gusto ka? Because highly sensitive po ako sa mga ganun. Pag nakikita ko may lumalayo, nakikita ko may nag-iiba ng body movements, I really feel na merong something different dito sa person na to, just like me.
Alam mo, ang anak ko diagnosed also in the autism spectrum, but it wasn't easy raising him, ah. So he's had dark moments. Did you experience that?
Yes, ma'am.
Ano yon sa'yo?
Ate Karen, ano po, yung time na hindi na kami nagkakasundo ng dad ko kasi nga parang their relationship, yung between my mom, silang dalawa, was already in trouble. Because I have a little brother to raise and now that you're having problems, life still continues. Hindi naman to natatapos, di po ba? I left the house. I ran away from home because we had an argument, a very, very bad argument. And then when I came back, my dad said, you have to leave. You can't do this. Kasi di ba ganun po mga magulang dati, hindi mo ako pwedeng pinagsasalitaan ng ganyan, inaano mo ko,
Ilan taong ka
sinasaway
nun?
mo ko. Magna-19 po ako nito, nasa UP na po ako niyan. And then he went to UP because I refused to accept his decision kasi sabi ko, I have to have a voice in this house. Kasi may pagkaganon ng parang akala namin na dapat gets nyo kami. Bakit hindi? May pagkaganon. Pero hindi ko pa po alam dahil di pa po ako magulang nun eh. Naiyak na lang po si Papa tapos pinuntahan niya po ako sa isa sa mga theater rehearsals ko. Dala-dala niya na lahat ng gamit ko. Tapos iniwan niya, bahala ka na. Akala ko pa, wow, malaya na ako. Ganyan pa, yes! Makakagimik na ako, wala na akong ipapaalam, okay na. Wala na akong kaaway, okay na kami. But that same evening when I didn't have anywhere to go, wala akong matutulugan, sabi ko, ano nagagawin ko ngayon? That's when it hit me na parang may mga bagay pala na akala natin, sobrang lakas natin, makakayanan natin mag-isa. But all this time na nandyan ang mga magulang mo, hindi mo na-appreciate yung presensya, yung kaya nilang ibigay. Nung naputol, mukha po akong para talaga akong kawawa. Ang ginawa ko po, nagpunta ako ng UP Chapel, tapos umiyak lang po ko doon ng ilang oras.
Oo. Because suddenly, the support system
Collapse.
nawala. Well, for anybody, whether typical ang tao or in the spectrum, a support system is important.
Yes, ma'am.
So, was that the start that you experienced some mental struggles?
Ang akala ko po talaga parang katapusan na, yung parang, paano na to, sa kanino ko hingi ng resources, pera, ganyan. Kasi tuloy pa rin po ang pag-aaral eh. Wala akong pangtustos. Buti na lang I had a really good friend. And God bless you, Miss Marga Mendoza and your family, the Mendoza family. And they invited me for dinner lang po sana muna, dahil para pupunta lang kami doon after rehearsals. And then Uncle Jing said to me and Tita Aster, don't go, stay here. So, when I remember that day, parang God really places people in your life na hindi mo in-expect na they would offer a leg up, without even asking what happened. Hindi nga po nila tinanong. Wala po silang pag-place ng importance doon na okay ka lang ba? Walang ganon. Have you eaten? Yung mga basic questions that parang to me wasn't asked of me for a long time na simple, basic stuff like
Basic kindness.
do you have a bed to sleep in? Do you have food in your belly?
Tinanong yan.
Opo. To this day, I remember that kasi had it not been for them, hindi po ako makakasimula na ulit na yun. Dahil doon, all the money I earn from being in a band, from doing odd jobs, napupunta lahat sa pag-aaral. Hindi ko na kailangan magbayad ng rent and food because they feed me, they clothe me, they gave me shelter. So wala pong
Ilang
tanong-tanong.
taon yan?
1 year lang po.
Wow,
Almost
but
1 year,
still,
mga 10
that's
months.
long.
10 months, matagal din po yun. Opo.
And what did you learn from that act of kindness na ipinakita ng pamilyang yun sa'yo?
I learned that we don't really need a reason to be kind. We just are. And that sometimes when people are kind to you, wala siya talagang meaning, wala siyang kapalit. Ang ibig sabihin, God is just using them to be an instrument of kindness that you should pay it forward the next time you get a chance to do that.
Minsan nakikita niyo ako nakangiti at masaya. And namimiss ko yung ganong version ko at gusto kong ibalik yun. I was saying goodbye to the earth. Sabi ko, ang ganda-ganda ng mundo.
Tuesday, what was the lowest point in your whole life?
Points yata.
What was the lowest?
The lowest. I think it was 2 years ago when I tried to off myself and everything. It was lowest I'd consider because yung presence ng hope, wala na siya. Parang there's nothing more I could do.
And this was 2023
Yes,
or
ma'am.
2022? Why?
2023. Financially, there was somebody who took away a lot of things from me, who deceived me and made me feel a certain way just so
A
they
lover?
could...
Was this
Yes,
a lover?
ma'am. Hindi lang po eh. Sometimes friends. People I considered friends. They duped me in businesses, investments, all of that.
So nawalan ka. Completely na zero ka.
Yes, ma'am. That makes me sad the most. It's the trust that I gave these people. And aside from that, they know that I was struggling to begin with. I had money, yes, but I had a lot of other things that I was going through.
And may anak ka.
May anak ako
Oo.
na nakaasa sa akin. And for you to do that to me, knowing full well what hurt me, what pains me. But you know what? When, Ate Karen, when my faith was restored because somebody pulled me from that ledge that day.
Oh, wow.
That presence po talaga na yung beam ng ilaw gumanon sa mukha ko na ang cloudy biglang umaraw for the last time. Naramdaman ko na may maiinit na dumaloy. Somebody said to me that was the Holy Spirit that came. Sabi ko talaga sa sarili ko, bakit ako hindi pa pinapatapos sa laban ko? Siguro meron pa akong ibang bagay na kailangan gawin. And a lot of comments when I opened this up to the public said, ba't ka ganyan? Meron ka namang career. Maganda ka. You have your health. We shouldn't minimize other people's problems just because they're on a certain place of privilege. Magkakaiba po tayo. When it rains, we don't experience the same rain. Hindi po tayo pare-pareho ng level of tolerance. Hindi rin po tayo pare-pareho ng mga life experiences. And I consider that my lowest point because hope was absent na.
You were standing on a ledge. Did someone literally pull you away?
I was alone po.
You were alone, but you felt
I felt it.
a force
Yes.
just to pull you away.
Yes po. Desidido na po talaga ako eh. Alam niyo po yun, may nagkwento pa nga sa akin, hindi mo pa ba na-experience yan? Malungkot lang yan, hindi yan kulang ka lang sa dasal. I do pray. Every day I pray. I may not go to church every Sunday, but I have a personal relationship with the Lord. Life happens to you in a pace that's so unbearable, yung demands ng mundo, that you fail to just keep everything quiet, silence the noise, and just listen to your heart and that spirit. That was one of the few moments in a long time that it was parang I heard the Lord na sabi niya, wag. Kailangan ka pa ng mundo, meron pa tayong gagawin. Tapos sobra pong nagsisi ako kasi nakita ko yung mukha ng anak ko, ng nanay ko, ng mga fans ko, ng mga nanay na yumayakap sa akin pag nagpapatawa ko, mga kapwa ko nanay din na, paano na sila? Pag ginawa ko to, ano ding iisipin nila na, ganun lang pala, dapat kadaling nag-give up, hindi tayo dapat pala lumalaban. Tignan mo si Tuesday, ayaw na niya, tapos umalis na siya. She checked out. And I think it's braver for you to admit that you have made a mistake and that you were vulnerable at a certain time and that you have the ability, the capacity to turn things around.
Ngayon na naikwento mo to at naiisip mo ang anak mo, si Kaya, no?
Yes po.
How does it make you feel?
I'm so grateful to the Lord na ganito na po ako magsalita ngayon. I'm able to speak in a place of confidence na kaya ko maging nanay na inayuan ko yung change sa buhay. Gusto ko pong ipakita sa anak ko na yes, you can be sad, you can be weak, you can be a person that commits a lot of mistakes. But it is more important that aside from acknowledging this, na yung comeback is more important than the setback.
Asa na si Kaya?
Ay, ayan na, Kay!
Oo. Nagluluto po
Ayan
si
po.
Kaya sa kanilang dirty kitchen. Oh my gosh!
It is a
Ang
working...
major nito ha. Dear, ang dirty kitchen nila ay clean kitchen po. Di ba kasabihan lang yun? Hi Kaya, I'm Karen. My gosh, what are you making?
He's making pho. So, Asian po. Bali, we have char siu pork, we have pad krapao, and pho.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Wait, nag-aral ka ba to be a chef?
Yes, very brief.
Is that your job now?
Yeah,
Opo.
Chef ka, nagtatrabaho ka as a chef.
Bali, business na po.
Business? Ano yung business?
Bali, you can go to my page na lang. Sa
Oo.
Tuesday Vargas, I have all of the menu, the prices, and all
So
of that.
we can order?
Yes.
Ano ang specialty?
This, the fa.
The pho. It's
my God.
24 hours. The broth is cooked for 24
Oh,
hours.
fantastic.
It's brisket and beef bones and a lot of spices.
Alam mo, ang bango ha?
Di po.
Ito, ang bango. Favorite mo ba yan?
I'll send
Ito,
you some
favorite
sa
mo?
studio pagka
Oo.
nandun ka sa
No, and I
patrol.
want to order. So, ang tanong ko lang, how is Tuesday as a mom?
Oh, she's the best. She's the best.
What's she like as a mom? What do you love most about your mom?
She works really hard. She loves without asking for much.
No?
Unconditionally, I would say. And she's very talented.
Totoo naman yun.
Super talented. Like everything. And she's very supportive.
Oh my God. Blessing, see? Blessing, di ba? In life, eto yan.
Iyak ka ba ako? Ano gusto mo? Ha? Charing.
Fantastic.
Plenty of cilantro, plenty of basil. and
Oh my
some
God.
chilies.
Where did you learn this, Kaya?
YouTube Academy.
Oh my God, I'm not kidding ha. Ang sarap. Thank you. This is so good.
Bagay yan ate sa boses mo para it clears up the ano.
Ang sarap nung taste.
Healing soup.
My God, you do this so well.
Thank you. Thank you.
How much are you selling it?
250.
Yeah, just 250 a bowl.
Oh my God, with all this beef?
Yes.
May kita ka ba nun?
Yeah, we have a supplier. Thank you so much to the wonderful farmers people.
You have to order from Tuesday and her son. This is amazing.
Yan. So
It's
the Lord
really
will bless
good.
us with a physical store soon.
Oh my God. Oo, pwede.
Yes.
You became a mother at an early age. Ilan taong ka nun?
21 ka
21. And you have been a single mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Many failed relationships you've opened up, no?
Yes po.
Do you still dream of getting married?
Marriage is not in the future plans, like 5 to 10 years. But I realized after going through therapy and coming back to my faith that I am the love of my life. That I should love myself first, wholeheartedly, without exceptions, with my flaws and all the things that I've been through, na forgive ko yung sarili ko that this is not my fault, and that despite all of that, I'm still a lovable person.
I love this. I am the love of my life. I like that. Yan ang realization mo ngayon.
Opo, Miss Karen.
Is it a new Tuesday? Have you been reborn?
Yes, I can say that. Kasi po, we make a big deal about kailangan malaki ang change for it to be important. But the small things really do count. Like, for example, I don't have any vices anymore. Like, I don't drink anymore. I don't stay out late. Sa lahat ng merong toxicity na madudulot sa buhay ko, isa-isa ko pong inalis. Kahit pa sa iba, maliit. To them, it's not a big deal. But to me, I think doing those small things really add up to your ultimate goal, which is becoming a person of value and in integrity. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Actually, in my healing journey, and I'm only at 30% pa lang. Nandun pa lang po ako. And I can say na by doing small things, and ikaw, if you're watching this, kung sino ka man, na don't devalue that. Kailangan makita mo na, give yourself a pat on the back. Like, for example, waking up today, and you can't exercise, but you walk 10 minutes, good job.
I like what you shared because you gave practical examples that could help your mental health.
Yes po.
Eating right, you quit drinking, you sleep early. We often don't think that it matters, but it does.
It does. The body is the temple, correct?
Totoo yun.
Yes.
The body is the temple.
Apo.
Tuesday, are you taking medication now?
Yes po.
Okay. Some people don't want to share that. Why is it important to take medication?
The main thing about ADHD and autism is dysregulation. So, there's a capacity of neurotypical or yung normal na tao na wala po sa amin. Like, may mga emotions kami na naha-heighten too quickly. We get upset too quickly. We are sensitive. Meron kaming rejection sensitivity. All of those things are because of the hormones that are fluctuating inside our bodies, which can easily be regulated by your doctor if you consult properly. So number one, Ate Karen, I think they shouldn't self-diagnose. Importante po yan, they should consult a doctor. And in the Philippines, it's one of my advocacies po that I created groups with mommies like me who also have children with autism and ADHD. We do regular talks and sessions. I invite professionals in these talks kasi nga ang hirap pong makam yung professional help. Ito pa, Ate Karen, they also experience depression. They have suicidal ideations because they feel that they're at fault. They are to blame because their kid is like this. It's not your fault.
I blamed myself too.
See? Kaya rin po ako lumabas this time around. Because I think aside from opening up my story, it's also important that people look at somebody they trust. I know we have a certain level of trust that we have built in the many years. And I think when we speak, people will listen. Yun po.
Ikwento mo bakit ang dami mo munang tattoo. Okay.
Opo, all of these are world motifs and religious symbols. So whenever I visit temples and
When
all,
did you start?
2003.
Okay, ilan taong ka nun?
22.
Okay, go.
Apo. So, lahat po yan. Ito po, Peruvian dragon for protection. So, I saw this in a temple. This one is the most recent one. This is a Sakyan tattoo. It was made by a monk.
Okay.
Ayan po. Una loma. Ano po yan? Journey din po yan. Parang everything that happened to you, no matter how chaotic, there is a flower that will bloom. I think pain should be viewed differently na po talaga. Like, masakit po talagang magpatato. Kahit marami na po parang naiiyak pa rin ako pag And it reminds me that I'm alive.
Ayun yun.
Every time that, hindi ako masokista, wala naman pong ganong konsepto. Pero whenever the needle enters your, or pierces your skin, na the moment na naramdaman mo yung pain, binubuhay ka niya, parang, oy, buhay pa ako, nakakaramdam pa ako. Now, I'm creating design and decoration kasi nga the body is the temple. So it's like you putting flowers in your temple.
Yes, oo.
Ganun lang
Ito
po
walang
siya.
meaning to or meron to?
Lahat po, meron.
Wow.
Lahat yan mga life journey.
Ito ano naman to?
Ayan naman po ay Om Mani Padme Hum. Mga ano po, mga mantra, mga chants, mga ganun
Oo.
po.
Wow.
I imagine my spirit crossing over with just my being and my tattoos with me. Kasi yan daw po ang eternal jewelry para sa kanya. So that shifted my perspective na parang, oo nga no, na wala tayong ginto na mabibitbit. Ito na yon ng alahas ko sa hanggang pagtawid ko.
What are you today? Are you happy? Are you joyful? Ano ka, content? How do you describe your life?
When I look at myself, outside of myself, I don't see a broken person anymore. Wala na pong ganong perspective. I see somebody who is, despite her brokenness, is managing or thriving rather than just existing. Ganun po.
There are people watching right now who may be so depressed or they've thought of taking their own lives. What do you want to say to them?
These feelings are brought about by so many things, and the main thing that you really need to focus on is the fact that it's not your fault. The moment that you forgive yourself and tell yourself that it is only the Lord that can judge you and tell you that you're such and such, hindi niya po yun ginagawa. So, who is giving you the right to do that to yourself? Kahit pa nga sabihin mo na hindi ko na kaya, actually meron pa, may mahuhugot ka pa. Kasi isipin niyo po, kung tinapos ko na hindi na kita makausap ngayon, Ate Karen, hindi ko na to masasabi sa lahat ng nandyan. At kung may nanonood na nandun ka na sa point na bukas gagawin ko na, or mamaya, or nandyan ka na, at nakita mo tong video na to, may dahilan bakit nandito ako ngayon at kausap ang nag-iisang Karen Davila. Kasama kami na magsasabi sa'yo na merong buhay na patotoo, that there is life after that ideation.
Yes.
And it is not wrong to have those thoughts, those feelings. It is actually quite normal. A lot of people have that.
Do you have a favorite Bible verse?
I
Or
don't...
a life verse?
A life verse, yes.
Okay.
Until it's my turn, I will learn to clap for others. And I think it's comparison also that is the source of a lot of our sadness. When you compare yourself to other people, you fail to look at your own blessings, at your own life. They may have these things, but they also have problems. Dapat itigil po natin yon, and dapat maging masaya din tayo sa mga blessings ng ibang tao. And that is the only way that we will be blessed more.
Wow, thank you.